Welcome. Today in this session we are going to see about Turing machine and how to design Turing machine for few examples. So if we observe in Turing machine has an input tape. Turing machine has an input tape similar to our PDA and finite automata. But in PDA we have an additional stack, additional memory. But in Turing machine we don't have an additional memory. This input tape itself acts as the additional memory. This input tape will now become input tape as well as the additional memory. So here in input tape, each cell consists of one input symbol, and that input symbol will be read and returned to some other variable. So in that way we are going to process the entire string here. Let us see an example how to design a Turing machine for that particular string. For example, let us consider L is equal to a power n, b power n, c power n, n greater than or equal to 1. So this is what the example which we have seen in the previous session using 2-stack PDA. Now we are going to solve the same example using this Turing machine. So when we are considering n value is equal to 3, the one of the string from this language will be triple A, triple B, triple C. And one more thing to be mentioned about this Turing machine tape is, here in Turing machine the header can move either to the left direction or to the either to the left direction or to the right direction. Whereas in PDA the header, that means the pointer, moves to the right direction only. But here, based upon the example which we are going to design, the header can move to either of the direction. Either it can move to the right direction or to the left direction. So this is one point which we need to remember. Now let us design a Turing machine for this. So this is a input tape where each cell consists of a input symbol, and remaining everything will be the blank. Now say let us start designing. Start with the state 1. The header will be here. See, the logic here is, as this will be the input tape as well as the memory, so each and every alphabet or symbol from the cell will be read and returned to some other variable. That means it is an indication that particular variable has been processed. So here the logic is, after reading and writing 1A, it moves to the right direction in search of 1B. That means at a time only 1A, 1B and 1C will be processed. It is not like that after converting this A to X, in the sense that A is read and written, it has been processed when it is written to some other variable. So after this first A, we are not going to convert the second A to X, or second A to some other variable, or third A to some other variable. When we have written this A, first A to X, some other variable, we have to write first B to some other variable, then coming to first C to some other variable. Then we should come back and process the second A, second B, second C. That means for a single A, its equivalent B and equivalent C will be processed. So that is the logic we need to follow here. That is what we are going to mention in this transition diagram. See how we are going to mention it. Let us start with the state Q1. It is the initial state. So what is the first input symbol that we need to write first? Input symbol is A. We have to write it to some other variable. I am considering it as x. That means now this A will be returned to x. So you have to write here the variable to which you are writing this A to. And as I told you, after processing a single A, we need to process single B and one C. So in order to process one B, we have to definitely move to the right direction. So here, after processing this A to X, to which direction we have to move in order to convert second B to some other variable. So that direction you need to mention here. So capital R indicates that after processing this A to X, we have to move to the right direction. So when we are moving to the right direction, if you observe here, we are going to get A's, number of A's. See, here I have taken n value as 3, but some other may take n value as 5 or 6. That means that there will be number of A's. If 5, number of A's will be left as 4. So those A's will still remain as A only, because our motto is now to convert or write 1B for that equivalent A. So till we get 1B, B variable or symbol, we are going to keep the A's which we are getting in between as A's only. We are not writing them or we are not converting them to some other variable. So that step also you need to mention here. See, why I am taking it as loop? Because here there are number of A's will be preceded to this first A or X. So whatever may be the A's in between, they are going to still remain as A only, and we should move to the right direction in search of B. So now in that manner, by moving to the right direction, we are going to obtain now B. So see, I am naming the states here. So after obtaining B, that means the symbol has changed from A to B. So now what this B has to be done? As I told you, B, now the present input symbol is B. So it has moved like this. The present input symbol is B. This B will be processed to Y and move to the right direction in search of C. So when you are going to the right direction in search of C, we get number of B's in between. So those B's should remain as B only until you find C. So now when you are obtaining this C, when you are obtaining this C, now the header will be here. This C will be returned to some Z variable. And now after writing this C to Z, to which direction we have to move now? So for a single A, we had returned single B and single C. Now after converting this single A, single B, single C, to which direction we have to move? We have to move to the left direction in order to process second A. So we have to move to the left direction from this C in order to process second A. So the C will be converted to Z and move to the left direction. So when moving to the left direction, in between we are going to get, when moving to the left direction, we are going to get again B's, again Y, A's and X also. We should move to the left direction till X. then only the control, finite control, could identify that it should convert or it should process now the A which is to the right of this x. So, while moving to left direction from the C, we have to write whatever we are obtaining in between. So, we are going to get B here. This B will be still B only, and move to the left direction till where we need to move to the left direction, till x. So, after coming to x, again the same process we need to repeat. So, this B will remain as B, move to the left direction. Again you are going to get y. So, this y will remain as y only, move to the left direction. Again you are going to get A. This A you are going to remain as A only, move to the left direction. Now, you are going to get x. When you are moving to the left direction, we are going to get x. So, this x will remain as x only. But to which direction now the pointer has to move? It has to move to the right direction in order to process this A. So, that step we need to mention here. See, why we are keeping loop to the first state is, after processing, that means after moving to the right direction of this x, again the same process will be repeated. I mean, again the same process which we have written previously, the same process will be repeated. We need not write it once again. So, that is the reason here, after it moves to the left direction till x. So, what you should do? You have to simply connect this to the initial state. Now, this x will remain as x only. Now, move to the right direction. So, when you move to the right direction, you are going to get A. This A will be now converted to x. After converting this second A to x, move to the right direction in order to convert second B and second C. So, that is what the same process these steps are indicating. After writing the second A to x, move to the right direction. When moving to the right direction, you are going to get A's again. That A will still remain as A only, move to the right direction. Now, when you are moving to the right direction, you are going to get y. In the previous step, there was no y's, x and z, because it was the first step which we are going to process there. But now it is the second iteration which we are performing. So, now we are going to get the previously converted variables in between. So, those variables also we need to keep as it is and move to the right direction. This y will remain as y only, move to the right direction. Now, we are going to get this b. This b will be returned to y, move to the right direction. You are going to get this b after converting the second b. So, that will represent this step. And now, we are going to get z in while moving to the second C. So, this C is this Z will remain as Z only, move to the right direction. Now, this C, second C will be converted to Z and move to the left direction in order to process this third A. So, till where we have to move to the left direction? Till this X, till this second X. Then only the controller can understand that it has to process the A which is present right side to the X. So, it moves to the left direction in this manner. So, now when moving to the, see here, when moving to the left direction from this second C, we are going to get Z also. From this second C, this second C will be converted to Z, and after converting this second C, we are going to move to the left direction in order to process third A, third B, third C. So, when moving to the left direction, we are going to obtain now Z also. So, the Z will be written as Z only and still move to the right direction. Sorry, left direction. So, still move to the left direction. So, in that manner, when moving to the left direction, we get number of B's, that B will remain as B only. Move to the left direction, you will be getting Y's, Y's still remain as Y. Move to the left, you will be getting A's, A's still remain as A's. Move to the left, you will be getting X. So now when you are getting X, what you have to do? You need to follow the same procedure which we have done previously. So when we are getting X, remain that X as X only and move to the right direction. So when we move to the right direction, we are going to obtain A, and this A will be converted to X, and we are going to now convert this A to X and move to the right direction. So now when we are going to move to the right direction, so here our n value is equal to 3, so it has ended up. But if n value is 5, then we still have A's also. So but now as we don't have A's, so we are going to get Y's in between, they will still remain it as it is. So now see, in this manner, after converting all the A's, all the B's, all the C's, so after converting this C to Z, again it moves to the left direction. See, by seeing it physically, we can understand that the string has been completed. But finite control, what it does, it still moves back. That means it still moves to the left direction in order to check, are there any A's present to be converted. So after converting this converting this third C to Z, it moves to the left direction. While moving to the left direction, we get Y's, X and Z, everything has been mentioned here. And now see here, after getting X, see after getting X here, X will remain as X only. Move to the right direction. Now immediately after the control moves to the right direction here, it finds Y, not B or not A. It finds Y instead of A. That means by that the process has been ended, isn't it? When the controller is going to obtain in place of A Y variable, it means that the string has been ended, the string has been completed. So now when will the process get ended? Till the controller finds the blank symbol, the process will be going on. So what happens when this controller will find Y symbol after this X? So you have to write that. So when it finds Y symbol, see why we are writing here only, because here this X will remain as X only. Move to the right direction. Where is this connected to? Initial state. So after this step only we are going to get Y, isn't it? That is the reason from here only we are connecting it. Okay, so this Y will remain as Y only. Move to the right direction in search of blank symbol. So in between you are going to get number of Y's. They will remain as it is. Now when you are moving to the right direction, you still find Z. Z will remain as Z only. Move to the right direction. In that manner we get number of Z's. Z will remain as Z only. Move to the right direction. And in that manner, if we are moving to the right direction, we will be finding blank symbols. So when you are finding blank symbol, it means that your string has been processed. So those blank symbols will remain as blank symbols only. Move to the right direction. In the sense, everything will be blank here. Every cell will be blank symbol only. That means that the process has been ended. This string has been accepted by the Turing machine. This is how we have to process the string here. So name the states carefully, Q4 and this will be Q5 and this is 6 Q6 and this is Q7, or you can write QF as final state. So this is how the string will be accepted. So I hope you might have understood the procedure. Thank you.